Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, I'm going to talk about some visualization techniques which are quite effective that is available in Excel. So the first of all, I have the data set such as that is basically the performance of different peoples over the time. So the question is, how can I visualize this data set? So the first of all, we can use the line chart, but let's draw the line chart and we will see what kind of problem we will face if we use the line chart in order to analyze the performance of all these peoples over the time. So for that, I can go to insert, then I can apply the line chart. Either I can use a simple line chart or with the marks. So let's say I have drawn this mark line chart, and we can see that that blue color is indicating Ali Ahmed's performance over the time. Maroon color is indicating the Azmat Khan's performance over the time. But it's really hard to read this chart. Even we can use different types of formats, but this would be quite hard to read this particular chart. So in such case, in Excel, we have a very good tool which is called as a Spark Line Charts. Like I want to analyze that what's the performance over the time of Ali Ahmed, similarly Azmat Khan. So for that, how we can draw the Spark Line chart, and then we will see how we can interpret it. So basically in Sparkline, we have the three types of charts. One is the line chart, column chart, or win and loss chart, right? You can apply in this particular scenario when we are analyzing the performance of different peoples. Either you can apply column chart or a line chart, because that is basically indicating the trends over the time. Okay, so we want to see whether in January or in April in January 2011. So whether the performance of Ali is increasing or decreasing. So we want to analyze the trend analysis. So of course, for the trend analysis, line chart is appropriate, but over here we can also apply the column chart as well. But out of these two charts, I like the line chart in order to compare the performance with respect to the time. So let's draw the line chart. So if I click over this one line chart, so I need to give the data range. So for that, I'm going to give the data range of Ali Ahmed, that is from C3 to H3. Okay, then we will press OK, and then we need in which particular cell you want to see the Ali Ahmed's performance. So that's why I deliberately skip this particular column. So I am giving that this particular cell. However, I would be able to see the performance of Ali Ahmed in front of his column. Okay, so press OK. So as you can see that this is a line chart, so we can see that from January, then April 10, and then January 11. So that is the trend of the performance of Ali Ahmed over the time. Okay, so if I drag down till Khurram Khan, so we can see that every person's against every person's name, we can see the performance of that person's over the time from this date to this date. So over here, Raja Ahmed and Uzair Shah, so they have the different performance rate. Similarly, you can also apply instead of the line chart, we can also apply the column chart. How we can do that? So for that, I'm using this particular column. So if I'm clicking over here and I'm giving the data range that is from here to here, okay, and then this is the okay, and for that I'm giving this particular cells, press OK. So as you can see that this is again showing us the performance over the time. So if I should drag down, so we can also see that the performance of this particular guy in over these time periods. But out of these two charts, I really like this kind of charts, which is a spark lines chart. If I want to analyze the performance of a person, or you can say the performance of machine over time, or you can say the performance of multiple departments over the time. So that is really a good chart, which is a sparkline chart, in order to analyze such kind of data. Okay, over the simple line chart which we can draw using the Excel, as we have seen that it is really hard to read that kind of chart if we have the multiple lines. So similarly, let's see another scenario. If I have a sales over the time, we have the expenses over the time, and we have the profit over the line. So how we can draw this kind of data, and how we can visualize this kind of data? So for that, again, I am using one of the chart, which is a sparkline chart for sales over the time, and for expenses either you can use line chart or the column chart. So let's draw in this particular case the column chart. Okay, so it's up to you. You can also draw the sales line chart as well, but over here I'm using line column chart. Okay, so this is column chart, means basically that is simply the bar chart. Okay, so press OK. So this is the column chart for sales over the time as well as expenses. But for the profit, as we can see that some of the values are positive, some of the negative. So in this particular case, it would be better if we apply the win-loss chart. So the advantage of that one, whenever we have the positive value, it will show us the positive side, and if it is the negative, it will show us the downside. As you can see over here, like from January to May, we are in a profit, but in June to July, we are in a loss. So these maroon color lines are indicating in this particular time we were in a loss. So that's why I'm saying that the sparkline charts available in Excel are very important tool in order to analyze, or you can say visualize the data. If we have the extensive set of the data set and you want to compare the performance, or you want to analyze the uh, profit and loss analysis, or you want to visualize this one. Okay, so let's see another kind of data visualization tool, which is a Sparkline. Instead of the Sparkline chart, we have the Donut chart. Okay, Donut chart. Either you can draw in this particular data set, or either you can apply the pie chart. Like if I want to compare a pie chart on different locations for year 2012 and 2013, I need to draw separate two different pie charts, such as I have to select this one, insert, and then we will draw the pie chart for 2012. And then I need to select location and sales 2013. Again, I need to draw the pie chart. So if I click over here, so I can even pick different types of layouts. Okay, for 2013 and similarly for 2012, and then we can compare it, right? So we can compare the performance. But instead of applying these two charts, is there any chart which we can apply for this data set? Only the one single chart in order to compare the sales at different locations. So for that we can apply the donut chart. So that is a donut chart. Okay, again, if we can apply over here, so we can easily compare over here, like in center in 2013, because the outer part is 2013, because that is a third column, and the second column was 2012. So this is 2012 and this is 2013. So it's up to you, so what kind of layout you want to adopt. So we can easily compare in this particular type. So for that, donut chart are quite useful compared to the pie chart if we want to see the percentages, or you can say want to share check the layout on different locations with respect to the sales. Okay, so now let me show another kind of a very good tool in Excel, which is a radar chart. Like if we want to compare the performance of cities sales wise performance before and after. Obviously, over here we can also draw the multiple bar chart. Like if I select over here, I can pick the multiple bar chart, and we can see that clearly that after the ranking means that is the performance of sales in that particular city is quite improving in all the cities. But for this particular scenario, we can also apply the radar chart, that is insert. Okay, and if we go to this over here, and there is a radar chart, so over here, and we can either apply this one or this one. Okay, so we can see that this is the blue lines and this is after. So in Lahore earlier it was the performance was 8, after that it was 9, and so on. So this is also very good chart, especially if we want to compare before and after scenario. That is quite good chart. Okay. Similarly, we can also apply over here also radar chart, but it would not be more appropriate because it will be showing us uh, quite difficult to read if we apply over here. Like let's draw the radar chart over here, and let me draw this one. So as you can see that it would be quite difficult to read it. Okay, so if the number of lines are quite high, or you can say the data set is quite high, or the comparison is quite high, so it would be difficult. So I think radar chart is more appropriate if you want to compare 2 to 3 or max 4, and then it would be maybe quite easy to read it. So I really like it when we want to compare 2 or 3 on different ranking or rating perspective. Then we can apply the radar chart. Okay, instead of a simple bar chart. So especially for the ranking perspective, so we can apply the radar chart because we are saying that sales in different cities before and then after. So we are ranking from 0 to 10, right? And then there is another chart which is called as a bubble chart. Okay, so like if I want to see that on different locations, okay, from not only the location, basically this is time. So with respect to the time, we want to see that how much units basically we have sold, and what kind of how much profit we have gained over here, or you can say that on that particular time period. So in January, so we sold 31 units and we got the profit of $25,600. Similarly, in February, how much unit we have sold and how much profit we got it. Okay, let me write down the months. Okay, in order to get the appropriate values. Okay, so let's draw the bubble plot. Okay, so in this particular scenario, the bubble plot is the more appropriate plot because why I'm saying the bubble plot is the more appropriate one, because on x-axis we can see the months, on y-axis we will see the second column, which is the units sold, whereas the size of the bubble is indicating the profit, right? So this is indicating we have 47 units we have sold, but the profit we are getting the more. So as you can see that in some months, even though we have sold more units compared to the other months, but the profit we are obtaining compared to the February, in March we are getting more profit. So for this particular scenario, the bubble chart is a very good tool. So if we double click it, let me change some layout. As we can see that, so here we have sold 47 unit, but we got the more profit. Here we sold 81 unit, but we got lesser profit, right? So bubble plot is very good tool if you want to compare with respect to time or location or the machine wise with respect to two units, such as units sold and profit. So in this particular scenario, the bubble chart is a very good tool. So I hope you got the idea regarding sparkline charts, donor charts, radar chart, as well as the bubble chart. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.